This is Dr. Ron Patterson, and he has so much useful information to share, I'm sure, about more than this topic, but definitely for disaster relief, correct?
Correct.
And you are with the Christian Disaster Response.
That's correct.
In terms of disaster response, relief, that's another whole contribution from the religious sphere, and that's where you come from.
That's
Also,
correct. And I really believe that the religious group can do more than the government.
Wow.
When you stop and think about all the resources we have in buildings, personnel, money, and you put all this together, we can do more than the government to help the people.
Yeah.
But we have to encourage the local church to prepare.
Right.
Get ready.
Right.
So that when something happens, they can respond and know what they're doing and do it in a method that is approved by the government.
What can we do right now?
We need to make sure that our families, that they have on hand drinking water, food that doesn't need to be cooked.
Are there other types of resources that
Yes.
people can donate?
Volunteers,
Manpower.
manpower.
How do they do that? How do we
They, the easiest way is to contact us by internet. The phone system, if it's still up,
Okay.
is blown out of the water. There's so many calls and our lines get jammed up and it's bad. Now, what other resources? Trucks, RVs, campers, motorhomes. A lot of people no longer use them and they're willing to donate them. And that way we have a place for the volunteers
Right, you
to
need-
stay.
Right.
Because the hotels and motels are gone,
full.
if there are any.
They'll be full if there are any, right?
Right.
Else, you mentioned before something about in-kind donations.
In-kind donations are great, especially if they come from manufacturers.
Right.
And we've had, give you an example, 90,000 pairs of tennis shoes donated a few years ago. We've had food, as I mentioned, the chicken, fish donated, clothing, new clothing. I have to really stress that and stress that. New clothing. And they say, well, they don't have anything, so anything should be okay.
Right. Kathy Winings mentioned this. A lot of people, out of the kindness of their hearts, start to clean out their closet, but it's really not.
That's not the thing to do.
Right.
So what do? We have a supplier that puts together what we call outfits to go. And that's on our website. They're color coded for size. As a matter of fact, they're manufactured by the Department of Corrections in Florida.
Oh, interesting.
So that in-kind type donation is very important. Food,
It needs to meet
new
certain
clothing.
criteria. Right.
So manufacturers, food
Yeah.
suppliers.
Right.
One thing we use a lot, I didn't mention, are what we call clamshells, or the takeout boxes. Mm-hmm. And we serve our food in containers that are actually 3 pieces, portioned out or divided into 3 sections so your food doesn't all run together.
Yeah.
We want them to be able to look good,
Yes.
taste good, and be good for you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.